You know, over the years of customizing vehicles, I've always learned a lot more and a lot faster by watching somebody do something rather than reading instructions and looking at pictures like these. So follow along with me as we install AutoLoc's part number SV Pro 3 Shave Door Kit on our Project Blazer. Let's go. As you can see here, we already removed the door panel to show you the inner workings. On most GM vehicles, you'll have a vent plate like this located just below the latch. I found it's easier to remove this when installing your solenoid to give you another access hole. Using a 7mm socket, you can take out the screw on the top here as well as the one on the bottom. And then you can simply remove this vent. I went ahead and removed this nasty latch from our door so I can simply show you the back side here where our video camera can't reach. Right here is the exterior locking mechanism, and over here we have the interior locking mechanism. When reinstalling this back in the truck, I'm not going to hook up the activation rods simply because if somebody accidentally locks the door from the inside, that'll prevent our solenoids from popping the door latch. Now over here we have an interior latch which we'll hook back up so we can release the latch from the inside of the door. And over here is the exterior latch that popped the door open when this truck had door handles. And this latch here moves in a downward position, so we're going to go ahead and hook our cable up through this latch simply by looping it through here, and our solenoid will pull down on the latch, popping the door open. Inside the kit you're going to have your solenoid as well as your mounting bracket. As you find it easier to mount the mounting bracket on the solenoid first with these two attachment screws, and then you can mount it inside the door. Before we install it in the door, and attach the supplied 10-gauge wire to the solenoid itself. This is going to help later, so you won't have to be fishing a bunch of wires through the door and trying to hook this up. Now what you can't see on the inside here is that I'm taking the supplied cable that comes with the kit and fishing it down through the latch hole that I showed you earlier, and we're just going to leave it hanging here for right now. One important thing you're going to want to do before installing your solenoid is take your window and roll it to the complete down position. Make sure that your window isn't going to come in contact anywhere in here with your solenoid where you mount it. Now if you look closely, you can see here is the bottom of the window, which is pretty much just a little over halfway down in this vent plate. So we're going to be mounting our solenoid right here and able to pull that latch straight down. Next we're going to take the bracket from the other side and use it for a template on the outside of the door here to make our marks. Using a 5/16 drill bit, we're going to drill out the holes for the mounting bracket of the solenoid. Mounting the solenoid is pretty straightforward. I'm going to fish the 10-gauge wire that we installed earlier through the opening along with the solenoid and line up the bolt holes. After getting the bracket mounted with these 4 7/16 bolts, all we need to do now is tighten it up. As you can see here, here's the cable that we ran out earlier. Take one end and fish it through the solenoid here, and then take the supplied wire crimp and insert both sides of the cable into it. When crimping this cable crimp, you're going to want to be careful not to have the cable too tight, as it'll keep the door latch open, but not too loose that it won't pop the latch open. Now that we have the wire the length that we want it, we're going to take our pliers and crimp this end here to make a good tight connection. With the cable installed to the latch and the solenoid, this is what it should look like. Now we're going to reinstall this vent in the bottom of the door that we took out so we can access this panel. Now that we have the system all wired up, we're going to test it using this screwdriver as a striker before we install the door back on the pickup. Now that you've seen how easy it is to install this kit on your vehicle, simply repeat these steps on the passenger side. For more information about anything that you've seen here today, or you want to check out other AutoLoc product videos, log on to autoloc.com/movie, or if you need help finding the kit that's perfect for your vehicle, give one of our shave door experts a call at 800-873-4038. Don't forget to tell them that Ron sent you. We'll see you around.